you famous? I have 1.2 million followers on my blog, so.
Elton John just played his 26th show in Toronto.
Yeah.
Have you seen Elton John before tonight?
I've seen him once before in Montreal. This is the best concert I've seen in my entire life. He's 72 years old. Guy's got more energy than I do, and every song you know. Unbelievable, phenomenal. I drove from Montreal today. I was having dinner at a restaurant at 7:30. I asked the waitress, "What's happening tonight?" She said, "Elton John." I got on an Uber. I bought a $400 ticket from a scalper, and thank God I did. Amazing.
And Elton John said that this is his farewell
Yes.
tour.
I believe him. He's 72 years old.
Yeah,
His name is Reginald Dwight. His real name is Reginald Dwight.
that's correct.
He said he released a song in 1969. So my math says that's 50 years ago. A guy is a legend. So yes, I think it's his last concert for sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, Elton John literally just walked off stage, his 26th show in Toronto. Have you seen Elton John before?
Never. Not before tonight.
What did you think about tonight's performance?
Wow.
Sensational.
Absolutely. It was amazing. Left it all out on the floor. It was so great.
Okay, and what else can I ask you? If he came back to Toronto, would you go and see him again?
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Honestly, we thought in this lifetime we'd never be able to see him, and we got to tonight, and it's off the bucket list now.
Checked it off.
Checked off the bucket list.
And we'll come and see him anytime he comes back again.
And you said that you made these outfits?
I did. The classic Elton John bedazzled blazer.
Wow.
It used to say Tiny Dancer, but the letters fell off, as was expected.
Thank you very much, guys.
Hey, thank you.
Elton John just played his 26th show in Toronto. Have you seen Elton John before tonight?
Unfortunately not.
No? And what did you think about tonight's show?
Honestly, I could die happy now. I'm like the happiest person alive. He's my idol and it was phenomenal.
And he plays a really good and long show, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
almost all 3 hours.
Yeah, tons of hits. If Elton John came back in a year, would you go and see him again?
Definitely, 100%.
Okay. Do you have a message for Elton John?
You're my idol. I grew up listening to you. I love you.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
Elton John.
What I want to do.
Elton John just played his 26th show in Toronto. And I'm wondering, have you seen Elton John in concert before?
I have. This is my 5th time.
Wow. How does tonight compare to the other shows?
You know what? I saw Elton John in 1995, and it blew my mind. It's the reason that I started going to concerts. And tonight's show was one of the best because it was such a cumulative effort, and he went through everything in his catalog and really made homage to his 70-year or 50-year career, but 70 years of doing music. It was amazing.
Wow. Do you have a message for Elton? If you could give him a direct message, what would you say to Elton John?
Elton John, I'm alive because of you. I grew up in a small town and I was a honky-tonk man, and because of you and your bravery, I was able to come to grips with my sexuality and deal with my life and become the person that I should be, just like you. So I am me because of you. So thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much. Elton John just played his 26th show in Toronto.
Yes.
Have you seen Elton John before tonight?
Yes, I have.
Can you tell me about it?
I've seen Elton many times, twice in Vegas and in Toronto years and years ago, and I just absolutely love him. That's why I'm dressed like I am.
What did you think about tonight's show?
Oh, I think it was one of the best. I think it was one of the best I ever saw. And it's a farewell, and it made me cry.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Elton John just came off from playing his 26th show in Toronto. Have you seen Elton John before in concert?
I've seen him 4 times. And his
what
very first show was in New York City for the Yellow Brick Road tour.
When was that?
That was in the 90s, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what did you think of tonight's performance?
It was outstanding. Outstanding. Love him. He puts on a great show. How could you not love him?
I know he said that this is the end of the road for touring, but do you think that he'll still tour? Or?
Yes, I do.
You think he'll come
Yeah.
back?
I don't know whether he'd do this big a venue, but yeah, I believe he'll be back.
Okay. Do you have a message for Elton John?
I love you. I love you so much. Thank you very much for all the years.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have you ever seen Elton John before?
Yeah, I have. I saw Elton John for the first time in 1979. He played the O'Keefe Center here in Toronto, and my sister, who's 6 years older than me, was nice enough to take me to the show. That was called the Back in the USSA tour. Elton played a lot of Beatles on that tour. It was solo.
What Beatles did he play?
He played, well, I was only 11, so I don't remember exactly, but I know that he played some Beatles songs. Elton's very influenced by the Beatles and John Lennon. He loves them. He's recorded Whatever Gets You Through the Night with John Lennon, obviously
Wow.
a very big hit.
They were best friends, weren't they?
They got along famously and fabulously.
Amazing.
Anyway, so Elton played that show. It was solo acoustic until about halfway or so during the show. There's a big oyster in the back of the stage, opened up, lots of smoke and lots of lights, and there's Ray Cooper. Crazy man, Ray Cooper, beating all the percussion instruments. So that was my first show. 40 years ago, this is my 40th anniversary of seeing Elton John.
40 times you've seen Elton John?
No, I've only seen him 3 or 4 times, but this is the 40th anniversary of me seeing my first Elton John show, which was in Toronto at the O'Keefe Center on the Back in the USSA tour.
And what do you think about this tour compared to your first show you saw?
I can't really compare it 100%. I can tell you the energy from the show that I saw when I was 11 was through the roof. Really turned me on to Elton John and live shows even more because I'd been seeing shows for a year. Anyway, long story short, tonight's show was fantastic. It was fabulous. I'm amazed by his energy, how good he sounds, how good his pipes are, and his stamina, his energy. For Elton to play this length of his show and to still sound really good at the end of it, like listen to how hoarse I am right now, right? And I'm just talking. It's
Yes,
just
imagine 3 hours
been
of
a
actually
day.
playing.
Exactly. It was unbelievable.
Amazing. So on your scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate this?
Oh, it's obviously a 10.
So Elton John just played his 26th show in Toronto, and I'm wondering, have you seen Elton John before?
No, not live.
No? What did you think of tonight's show?
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
This was my son's first concert ever,
Wow.
and it was like explosively wonderful.
And did you really like tonight's show?
It was amazing. Yes.
What would you like to say to Elton John? If you could get a message to him, what would you say?
We were just talking about that. We were like, he's like, we gotta go downstairs and find him. So what would you say?
Well, I think he's a really inspirational person. He made it through all the hard things in his life, and he's like a symbol to everyone who's going through anything hard. And so I guess I would thank him for everything he's done. So, yeah, I guess that's what I say.
That's very, very cool. Guys, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Where do I see what you're doing?